Heyo, this is Stracco, and today we're going to be playing everybody's favorite weeby samurai character, the Executor. Not the Executioner, the Executor. We are going to be running a poison weapon with attack power up when facing a poison enemy, and some faith because this character is actually surprisingly good with dragon incantations. Not those scale with occult, but don't worry. We are going to run art gauge filling on critical hits, and attack power is increasing for each Evergal. Lightning Grease and Possession at start, just because it's there. And this rune, because I don't think I have anything better. Honestly, we can run this one instead. Let's start with the Stone Sword Key. So yeah, basically we are base Executor. Reason being, I just have not gotten a single gem for this character. Which is insane, because I've played quite a bit of this game, but oh well. Executor is kind of interesting. Effectively, you don't have a passive as this character. Reason being, his passive is that you get a buff when you cure your statuses. That's not really a thing you control. So, yeah. A lot of the time, you're going to just kind of be the dude. His katana, his ability, rather, is this katana. It is... I don't know how I feel about it. I think without any upgrades, it's just not that great most of the time. So, I'll show it to you the next time I face an enemy that isn't using a bow. Also, we're going to grab a bow from the bow rack, just because. I mean, it's two great bows, but whatever. Grab this. I said grab this. So even though we get an attack up from doing Evergals, I'm not going to hardcore focus on them. That's Frenzy. Anyway. So yeah, his active ability is that you whip out this katana, and you gain a deflect, like literally a Sekiro deflect, and you get a special move that you can do after you've deflected a couple of hits. It's... On one hand, it's one of the best blocks in the game, because, it's a way to deal damage that... it's a way to block damage that doesn't take stamina. On the other hand, it's kind of risky, in that if you do mistime it, most things are going to instantly break your block, and then you're just going to take a million damage, and it really sucks. The other big thing, though, is you lose access to your main weapon if you try to pull it out. So, like, it isn't the best a lot of the time. Because, like, this sword that I'm using, that he starts with, has bleed, which is insane. Like, I mean, it's Elden Ring. Bleed is always insane. But you lose access to your bleed sword if you use the deflect sword, which is a pretty big trade-off. Last thing about this character, he has, bar none, the craziest ultimate ability in this game. Like, it's uncanny how powerful it is. Oh, well, already we're getting better luck than I've had on any other character. Improved death player, is it? Improved attack power, full HP. Yeah, let's do it. So one thing, too, you could do is you can actually dual-wield swords. Dual-wield katanas for more bleed. And more status effects. So, let's run to this Evergal. And usually there's also a boss next to the Evergal. Depending on what that is, we may fight it. I can't see him from here. If he's there. Hey, no. Ah, it's a Royal Carrion Knight. Great. What? Thanks, bro. Oh, shit. Well, you win some, you lose some. But anyway. Let me get my runes back and get some levels, and then I'll show off the ultimate. because it's crazy strong. Easily the strongest in the game. Like, bar none. I'm paranoid looking around for that Carrion Knight. So yeah, he's a bit of a weird character. So, watch. Ow. I might have to dip out of this confrontation. I tried to open the map. Okay. I tried to open the map and immediately closed it and just rolled into nothing. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish this guy off. I don't have time. So, knowing that, let's actually just dip out, grab my runes, and leave. Hey! I'm leaving. Shut up. I'll come back to him if I can, but if I can, it's not the end of the world. Yo, screw off. How far can you chase? Yeah, so between the statuses, though, and just the general scaling on this character, he's an S in Dex. He's probably one of the most consistent melee win buttons in the game. It's just, his skill is without any perks, because I don't have any perks on him somehow. His skill is just not great in solos. It's incredible if you're playing with more people, because he's effectively a tank. But losing out on statuses hurts. There we go. Get back to level 5. If this is trolls for the 6th time in a row... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the 6th day of recording, by the way. But if this is trolls for the 6th time in a row, I'm going to lose my... Oh, it's a death bird up there. It's not trolls. Alright. I don't know what it is, but not trolls, so I'm happy. What is this? Little hamlet? Is this just a place to blacksmith? Nothing? No. Ugh. Sorry if you got vertigo from that. Yeesh. Alright, well, I guess that's a bunch of nothing. One thing that I'm a bit disappointed about, we've not had any cool, random events happen. Yet. Like, there's random events that can happen just when you're playing the game. And a lot of the time, they're super sick. And we've not seen any of those, so... I don't know. Stone, warming stone. Bam, bam. These flowers bleed, by the way. I don't know why, but they do. Yeah. Once again, my passive is that I get a buff when I cure my poison. Is it useful? Not usually. But, like, sometimes against these type of enemies, you can use it. We're gonna use this sword because it just does more damage, and this thing is immune to poison. Bam. Probably the easiest world boss you can fight. Hold the applause. Yes, please. Hey, you noticed that there. Yeah, I have an attack buff right now because I cured my poison. Improved non-physical damage negation. Don't mind if I do. It says we can get an ice weapon from here. Sounds sick. We can also get a Stone Sword key for that Evergaol, which will give me another attack buff. The second that I find a strong enemy similar to that Royal Carrion Knight, I will pop my ult for you guys to see. I feel like the Executor is probably a lot of people's favorite character. So, I mean, I don't even have to say I feel like. If you ever go online, you'll know that the Executor is a lot of people's favorite character. So, if you have any, like, cool tips for him or things that I'm missing, let me know. Like, the main reason I'm not using his ability is just that Bleed is hard carrying me right now. Although, you know who I could actually use it on? This guy up here. Not that guy. Up, up. This guy up here. There he is. Because the way this guy worked... Huh. I didn't realize that was part of the fight. The way this guy works is you need to break his poise. What? I've never seen these moves. That's my L2 attack. Bam, bam, bam. I'm doing nothing. Maybe I'd be better off just hitting him. There we go. With his poise broken, he's now going to take full damage. So this also just has the standard Katana moveset, but it does very low damage. The cost, or sorry, the buff of giving you the deflect. Is it worth it? I don't know. Like, a lot of enemies, it doesn't really feel like it is. And that's not just because it's, like, bad. No, it's not. It's not bad. It just... I could deflect them and break their stance, or I can dodge them normally and usually get a free hit, which builds up blood loss, and it just feels... It feels like if I weigh my options, one thing is just clearly a better choice. I do not like that that guy is there, by the way. He is scarily close to what... Oh, it's an undead. Okay. He's scarily close to, my final circle. I unfortunately don't have time to do the Evergaol. If I did, I would. It's just too far. What I do have time for is a beetle run. So if I could get something better than that, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Bam. Oh, improved throwing pots is not the thing that's better. So yeah, I don't know. The deflect in terms of just, like, keeping aggro of a really strong enemy and not dying is insane. But in a solo, I feel like I just have a better time and a better... Like, I feel like it's just a better option to dodge and hit. Groove chain attack finishers. I'll take it. But, you know, I'll try to show it off. If the enemy that I'm fighting is the Bell-Bearing Hunter, I'll use the ability, because I think it's actually kind of good against him. Just because he attacks in a way where normally it catches your rolls. And, I mean, if he has no roll to catch, he's a lot weaker. What else is it good against? some bosses that I won't spoil, but it's pretty good against some unnamed bosses. You actually can tell, like, but look at that blood loss, dude. The blood loss value. You actually can tell what boss you're gonna get based off of what spawns. So I could, yeah, it's Bell-bearing hunters, or it's a Bell-bearing hunter. Bleed. Whoever gave them the ability to heal themselves just is actually misunderstanding what makes a fun game. Of the custom movesets, by the way, I think Executor and Wilder compete for having the most usable. Dude, who decided that this was fun? There. But both of them have a surprisingly like, that extra lunge that you get from a sprint attack as Executor is super helpful. Whereas his basic katana swing is just a basic katana swing. The problem I have with, what is it? Raider is he oversteps so often. Alright, so first, let's show you why I think I have the most overpowered ult in the game. Yeah. Tell me that this... Tell me you had this in your bingo card, that this is what Dark Souls would have in it when you saw Dark Souls 1. I mean, I know it's a different game, but dude. Like, that's goofy. Anyway. 1, 2... Ah, shit. Bam. Even if you deflect, sometimes you get blown back. I think it's the funniest shit. Bam. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's super sick, but I'm doing 200 damage with that. You know what else does 200 damage? Just hitting him with this sword. Restores HP upon guarding. Well, if that works on my deflect, maybe that's actually worth it. Anyway. Yeah, I think I could take on this guy. Hey. Alright, let's jump him. You just stay over there. Huzzah! So goal is to poison him, and then switch to the sword that actually does damage. Can I poison this thing? I don't know. I know you could Scarlet Rot the normal ones, but this isn't exactly a normal one. Perfect dodge. Oh, these are so much easier with melee. Zoom. And again. Ow. So one thing that's insane about this character too, right? When you transform, you get a full heal. Bam. Not even sure I'm gonna have time to transform to show you, but you do. You know what? I'll do it just to... Yeah, this thing's insane. It has a full moveset, too. Like, I've got heavy attacks, I have an L2. This L2 instantly ends the transformation as well, so it's a good finisher. Does crazy damage. It's insane. Look how smooth that went. Dragon Great Claw? Is that lightning, or... Yeah, that's lightning. Okay. That comes with HP restoration upon attacks. Plus 8. That's kind of insane. I'll just take this anyway. Boom. Now, it's one hell of a run, but I think I can make it to the Evergaol, and then I could make it to the Fortress. I don't think I'm going to be getting another, what do you call it? Another flask, unless the circle's closing, like, up here. You know, one thing that I'd really love to see in Nightreign, is not this. This is the opposite of what I'd ever want to see, actually. But one thing I'd really love to see in Nightreign is the DLC weapons in, the DLC weapons of Shadow of the Erdtree coming back. Like, to my knowledge, I've never seen a Beast Claw, and I've never seen, like, one of the dual swords. I really liked those. I don't know why they're not back. Can you all stop? I got such an unlucky... There. That was really close. Bam. Hey. There we go. And they did. Okay. Oh, both of these are good, but what's better? I think just the runes. Yeah, the runes got me that level. Worth. If this fortress also isn't trolls, we are winning. We are winning big. I have completely lost my train of thought. That sucks. Yo, Stormveil Knights! Hell yeah. Rah. Bleed. And again? Nope, no follow-up. Okay. Hey, stop it. Yeah, this weapon's insane. Honestly, status effects are insane. Nagakiba. Nah, I have enough good weapons. I don't need another. Take that, though. Hey, a Stormveil Knight. I don't think this one gives me anything for beating him. I think only the red-eye ones, if you want to know the rule. Because otherwise, I mean, you really think I deserve anything for that? Great, but I don't know. I feel like this is kind of lacking in what's the word? Weapon variety at the moment? Not weapon variety, like interesting weapons at the moment. There's a couple of legendaries, but they're super rare for good reason, but like I've seen a legendary weapon only a couple of times. You're gonna see them a lot more often if you play this with multiple people though. Reason being, the loot in this game is client side. So just because you see a blue rarity, just because you have a blue rarity drop, other people can get yellow rarity drops. So, like, having two more people completely, it so increases your chance of seeing the good stuff. It's insane. On top of that, not only, like, a lot of things in this game are kind of client side that you'd think would be server side. Like, for instance, the circle. And I know this because I DC'd after killing a boss. By accident, I had a crash. And my friends were running to the next circle. And I kept telling them, like, guys, where are you going? You're gonna die. They're like, no, we're fine. Where are you going? Here, my circle was not their circle. So I got locked out of joining them for the boss fight. Which, you know, is funny, but also not. Okay, we're gonna cheat. I'm losing, and I don't have the time to lose. Perfect. Critical hits charge my art. If y'all want to give me more crits, I'll take them. Bam. Warped axe? I mean, I guess I'll take it over something that's doing nothing for me. Really? Beating that Elder Line would be good, but I don't think I have time. I really want to try to beat the basement boss. If I don't have time, I don't have time. Not the end of the world. What would suck is dying and losing my stuff. I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time. Dude, I hate these things. Such a waste of your time to fight. Mostly because they just don't fight you. They run. Oh, right, you can't go up this way. Oops. Wait, that's hilarious. I just got Comet Azor? Are you kidding? For those who don't know, this is one of the best spells in the game. I think, if you have a good bow, is the only thing that makes this dog worth fighting. So, maybe. If I could get ult, I could go for it. I just don't think I can do anything. Now, the good news is... the way to go... Come on, lead, lead, lead. Thank you. Bro actually just gave it to me. I'm not even mad. And then I got nothing for it, but, you know. I got I got the thrill of having beaten a Radagon dog, so it's fine. For those who don't know, you can actually go up this way, although it's a little finicky. There we go. A lot finicky. There we go. Oh my. You go up that way. Is it worth doing? I mean, in situations like that, my other option is to be stuck down there, so I guess. You could also run to about here. These things are the jump points, by the way. So if you see this on the map, that's a jump point. In case you're ever wondering how to get up somewhere. I cannot believe I have a staff with Commodore right now. Dude. Holy, you're annoying. Anyway. Again, if I ult, instant full heal. So, I have very good reason to not be too worried. God, this sword is insane. Look how good this charge attack is, man. Okay, well, it's not that good. Jesus. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. If it was just one alive, I probably would have risked it. Ah! Bro is scaring me. Okay. Bro is saucing me. Stop. Please. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm dead. Okay. I'm good. Good. Yeah. I don't know. There's so many weapons, though, in Elden Ring. And I'd love to see some of the weirder ones pop back up. And I would also really like it if, the Fellowman. Like, I'd love to see some of the weirder weapons pop back up. This one's actually a pretty neat one, but only because this weapon art lowers defense. And I'm a wolf. Awoo. This character feels like cheating sometimes. Just... what even is this? Oh, I'm dying. Ow. Huzzah. This whiffs, by the way. I mean, it whiffed. Stop doing an attack that can't hit me. Or don't. I mean, whatever makes you happy, I guess. Ugh. Bro, these whiffs are actually making it so much harder for me to fight him. Where is bro going? Come back here. Bam. Execution. Okay, this sword is really cool. I'll never, ever claim that this isn't really cool. It just isn't as good as hitting him with my super stupid mega slams. Let's do it. I honestly think turning into the dog, or just waiting for my dog transformation, is probably the best way to do this. That's tough. Level 15 is the max level in this, by the way, if anyone's ever wondering. Well, since I can't get max level, at least I can... Honestly, it's probably better to buy the revive anyway, but it's just not as cool. No reason to have those. Removes bleeding buildup. Yeah. I don't know. More interesting... More of the funny weapons, and honestly, just like piecemeal drip feed bosses into this game, and I think it would never die. Because, like, what's here is so strong. It's such a strong start. Almost everyone who I know bought the deluxe edition too, because it's FromSoft. But, like, you kind of have to go out of your way to keep your runs interesting. Or you just have to really love FromSoft combat, which is kind of the boat I'm in. But I want more bosses, man. I really do. Anyway. Let's show this dog who's the top dog. That's the wrong button. I wanted to use my sword weapon art. Got it. So that's an attack buff and a debuff to his defense. Oof. Whoa. Ow. 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 Jesus. I don't even know what to say to that. Doesn't this weapon do holy damage? No. I think something I had did, right? Ooh. Wolf transformation. Go. Instant full heal. And I can three-piece them. I just wasted it. Damn it. Come on, let me stab. There we go. Boom. Dun 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 dun. Buried. Can't parry that, I guess. Buried. 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 Get over here, cowards. Aye. Alright. Let's not lose because I'm trolling. Dude, screw off. Stop. You're gonna get lamed out. Stop it. Can you please recombine? Like, sweet hell, dude. When they're split up, that is such a more stressful thing. Anyway, Executor for the win. Do not parry sword to the dog. Let's see what we get. If you zoom out, you can see the route you took. I never went to the top left of the map. Vigor +3, holy damage negation up, poise +1, physical attack up +1. That's pretty good, decent. Improved perfuming arts. I don't think there's a perfumer's glove in the game, though. Or whatever. I mean, there are perfumes, but I don't know how you could improve those. Raise stamina recovery for nearby allies, but not self. Improved throwing stone damage. Starting armament deals magic damage. Okay. Improved poise, HP restoration upon greatsword attacks, dexterity +3. Honestly, just those bottom two could make this a decent wilder one. Well, there we go. 2 more characters to go. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bird.